tick.
Stereotypes and generalizations. Guys, if you have any story like that, hop into Facebook and Twitter, use the hashtag #HecticTalk. Now, of course, on the 21st of March, maandag, of verlede maandag, was dit Mensenrechtendag, and we actually take a time out just to take a look at some of the rights that we celebrate as a country. Now, we are joined by beautiful, bright, young minds. We have Sihle, Simone, Carly, Tracy, Ukutle, Kyle, as well as Layla. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Okay, now after hearing, the stories about stereotypes and generalizations, please tell me, have any of you experienced a situation like that?
Yeah, well, with me, like when I went to high school, like, so I didn't know anyone, so I was kind of a fresher. So, like, I started want to mingle and make some friends. So everyone was like, is she a girl or a boy or what? So when I would go to the girls and like trying to make friends with them, they're like, no man, you don't crack our style and stuff because we don't know you because you're not that girlish and stuff. So I felt like alone, so I would sit alone in a corner. But then as years went by, I knew some people and then I made some friends, became popular. Then I got my revenge. Bang!
Simone?
Well, during high school, I would have Afrikaans friends and English friends. And say I was with my English friends and I had Afrikaans friends that came to our group. My English friends would be like, kind of look them down, sort of like, what do they do on the weekend? Like, do they go to the farm or do they just chill there by, what do they do, like, brood all day? So that was kind of like a stereotype for me, because they're just like us. They just speak Afrikaans and we just speak English, but we all get along.
True.
So that's what happened as well.
Carly?
Well, I went to a predominantly white high school, so for me it was either I was too coloured to be with the white people or I was too white to be with the coloured people. So that was the thing, and they always just assumed that I thought I was better than they were, but I was never like that, so that was my thing.
Okay, Kyle, do you have a story?
Well, I can relate to Carly's. I also went to a predominantly white high school, and I was immersed in a primary school as well, predominantly white. So I was immersed in their culture, so to speak, and I was less familiar with my own growing up.
Okay.
And my family is still like underprivileged people, so they're the typical, you would say, coloured kind of people. And again, it was kind of difficult immersing myself in their culture. And feeling a part of the family was an issue for me at times, I won't lie. So. Okay,
anyone else has a story?
I once went to a primary school where, I'd have coloured friends and also Xhosa friends, but those Xhosa friends, I wasn't very welcome with the Xhosa friends because I couldn't speak Xhosa properly, you see. And then they would tell me, yo, now you want to keep yourself white, go to your coloured friends, all this stuff. So, yeah. Sometimes I felt alone.
I can totally relate to you guys because I also went to primary school was predominantly white, and obviously, like you said, you become like norm, like their culture or their way of speaking becomes your norm. Ek het ook so begin praat. Ek het ook gesê my boetie, my sussie, my mamma, my papa, en ek het gedink dis hoe 'n mens moet praat. En natuurlik, then you get those people say, "Jy wil veel wit of of jy so wit." Do you guys sometimes feel that stereotypes are used as a joke? And do you guys feel it's okay to use certain stereotypes as jokes?
No, not really, no.
Why don't you agree with that?
I'm not really sure, but I just don't agree.
Okay.
I would like to say that they can't be used as jokes because, especially with racial stereotypes, because let's say they say that all black people act bougie or whatever. There are bougie people within every race, so you can't really do that. You know what I mean? So it's not really a joke because every joke has a bit of truth to it. So it's not funny if everyone's still sensitive about it.
I always say, right, I'm the type of person that sees the joke and the laughter in anything and everything. I always say, if I can laugh, I make jokes about my own coloured people. I'm proud of it. Ek sal sê ek dra swol kos because baby I do. Ek dra swol kos. But some people take offense to that. Do you guys feel that sometimes people think if they make a joke about their own race, it's not a stereotype, but as soon as someone else do it, it becomes an issue?
Yeah, because it's still discrimination if you are part of that race or that group.
If I'm making a joke about the coloured people, am I still discriminating against the coloured people?
No.
Nah.
It's still discrimination. It's a two-way thing, because if a white person had to make a colour joke, then they're going to see, oh, you are being racist. But then if a coloured person in their own group of friends makes a joke, then it's like seen as fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's the same joke.
Layla wants to say something.
Yes, exactly.
Go for it, Layla.
But sometimes some people take it personal and some people take it for a joke. Like,
Okay.
I take it for a joke because you must actually look at it, because most people in my area, they like say, oh, she's white, what's she doing here? And I laugh about it because I know, just think, why take it personal?
Yeah. Just
Yeah,
I
you
say,
know who you are.
Yes, embrace it, friends. But guys, still continuing, we asked a few more people about what they think about stereotypes and generalizations. Well, let's go check it out.
My experience is mostly based on the sexual side of things. I've been judged most of the time by the choices that I make. People say that I should not be choosing the things that I choose. Journalism, I choose journalism. People say it's feminine. I chose to do ballet at school. People said that it was not something that boys do. People often bring gender into things that should not be classified into that category. People should be able to do whatever it is that they want to do, despite the fact that they're male or female. I should not be liking blue instead of pink. I should be able to make the choice for myself. My school actually decided that I couldn't be part of the ballet team because I was a boy. They wanted girls to be doing that, so they cut off my application because I didn't want to be on the ballet team. I didn't want to be on the soccer team. They wanted me to be on the soccer or the sport athletics, so I couldn't be on the ballet team because I was a boy. It really killed my dream. So from that point on, I didn't do ballet because I was not allowed to start in the beginning. They didn't give me the chance to begin. So it killed my dream. Now I'm not a ballet. I don't even do ballet anymore. So it really killed my confidence.
Oh man, that was a viewer right there commenting on this issue of discrimination and stereotyping that we've been breaking down, you guys. Now, let's actually refer to our Constitution and what it actually says about equality and discrimination. Now, according to the Constitution, everyone in South Africa is equal before the law, meaning that our Constitution encourages a culture of non-discrimination and equality across all boards, meaning that you cannot discriminate indirectly or directly against someone based on race or gender or sexual orientation and so on and so forth. But you guys can actually check out our Facebook page for more information on Section 9 and every other part of the Constitution, as we'll be breaking down these rights throughout this week on the show.
But right about now, guys, speaking about discrimination and stereotypes, a lot of these times it actually happens in schools, right? Where you find your clique, your group, you know, this those type of things, it actually happens in a school. So we'll be tackling that issue of cliques and groups, and also when is it okay to have a positive group of friends and when is a clique positive. So joining us, we are joined by an expert, Sandir, all the way from Durban. Hello.
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 Guys, hear me?
Yes, we can. How are you doing?
All good, thanks. And yourself?
Awesome, we're doing really well. Thank you so much for taking the time out to chat to us. Really appreciate it.
Welcome, and thanks for having me.
Lovely. Now, Sandeed, on the note of cliques and groups, right? Are there a difference between the two?
Cliques and groups. No, I don't think so. I think they're about the same thing.
Okay. And do you sometimes feel that the word clique has a negative connotation to it?
I'm not exactly sure. You see, I wasn't involved in that situation in my schooling years where there was a clique and there was a group.
Okay, so you feel that...
I think it would be about the same thing.
Okay, cool. Do you guys agree with that? Do you feel a clique and a group is the same thing? Or do you feel there's a difference?
I think there's a difference, obviously do.
What's the differences though?
I think that in a clique there's always like a pack. Well, there's a leader of the pack and they basically delegate the rest to do. So you either follow her or the leader or you don't. So I think in a friend group, people just come and go in the group. There's no one you're not restricted to anything. Like during high school, I think I was part of a clique when someone else came and they were like, who's that girl? Like, I don't know, she's not part of our group. But now in varsity, everyone's just welcome in our friend group and they just come and go and there's no boundaries, so yeah.
Carly?
Well, I definitely agree with Simone. It is about having a leader and always having that person that delegates you and saying, but okay, no, that's not right, we don't do that in our group. And people that don't agree with that, they just get cut out.
Can I ask you something? You just mentioned something, it's like a leader and someone that delegates you. But in a school environment, don't you feel that's the teacher's job?
Definitely it's the teacher's job, but the teacher doesn't...
You don't choose your teacher.
Yes, you don't choose your teacher.
Hi, friend. But sometimes I feel, right, why would you want to cut someone out by just basing it on how they look or how they act? You are robbing yourself from getting to know a wonderful, maybe an interesting person.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So I think that's the distinction we're making between a healthy friendship group and a
bad
clique.
one.
Yeah.
Anyone else has got a story? Or difference between the clique and a group?
I feel like a clique is where like you become codependent on each other, seeking like acceptance. Like a clique is like where you like want people to accept you for the wrong reason. You like portray yourself in a different light.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Sunday, please tell us, what are some of the warning signs one needs to look out for when you want to distinguish between a healthy friendship and, you know, a friendship where they're only going to use you?
I think some of the warning signs is that if somebody feels neglected from a group, normally you would see them alone and reading a book or something. And sometimes they're not so talkative and not so social. So sometimes they just don't open up to the friends. Like maybe sometimes as well when the group of friends are going out somewhere, that guy or girl doesn't want to join them because they just feel neglected.
Yeah.
Or maybe because they don't like the person.
Do you guys feel or agree with that? Do you guys think that happens often?
Yeah, more often than not.
True that. Well, guys, we want you to be part of the entire talk show. Hop onto Facebook and Twitter, #HecticTalk, as jy enige van hierdie ervarings beleef het.
Hectic.